Okay, looks like we're gonna go into the darkest cave. Get ready to do the flash. Hey guys, this is Shona Raulu. How's everybody doing today? On the last episode, we actually did a little bit of errands here and there, and I also leveled up my Pokemon as much as I can. They're already in level 35, except for Pidgeotto and Miles. But we're gonna actually go into the dark cave. Oh, I do not like this place. This is the darkest cave I've ever seen. Flash me! Okay, don't take it out of context. Okay. So, I hope that you guys are ready for your weekends. My weekend has been not starting yet, but so far it's just gonna be really hot. Oh, you got Cubone! Speaking of which, I need to get myself a Cubone, and oh! Okay, Pikachu is not gonna go well with a Cubone. So instead, let's have Venusaur out here. Oh goody, you're going to lower my attack while I kill the baby Pokemon. Speaking of which, guys, there has been a lot of saying that I really do not think that's actually true. They say that when Charizard passed away with a baby Charmander, and apparently that Charmander could not leave its mother, and by the time that years went by, and then all of a sudden Charizard's skin into Skull, and that's when Charmander turned into the Cubone. Not true. I don't believe it. Then there was another one that's saying that that there is a baby Kangaskhan who is actually revering as a Cubone, which I don't think is actually true either. So if there may be a lot of you thinking that's actually true, I don't think it is. I think it's the honest opinion. Like it's you know, it's not really the facts. So honestly, what do you think, Pikachu? I think he agrees with me. But yeah, it's just that I don't believe that certain of the Pokemon that's actually like having the ways of like saying for what Pokemon they are supposed to be and not what they're supposed to be. There's also another one that actually talks about like Clefable is supposed to be the shadow image of Gengar, which again, I don't think that's true. I have no sayings of like that because I don't think that's actually 150% true. I would say -1% true. So yeah, it's just there's certain things that they say that what Pokemon it's supposed to be, what Pokemon it can be, what Pokemon is supposed to be like. None of those things actually are true, in my opinion. If you guys don't believe me, it's just, you know, just do you, boo. Just do you, boo. Alright, so I have been, like, capturing some Pokemon here and there. And, is there any Pokemon right here? No, there isn't. What the fuck? There usually is supposed to be a Pokeball right there. So anyway, I have been, like, capturing Pokemon and, seeing that there's certain Pokemon that actually gain some levels. And I just thought, like, you know, gain some levels of myself. So, why not? It's better to be, like, over-leveled than under-leveled, so I have been under-leveled so many times, and I was like, I am getting tired of losing my shit. Because, by the time, excuse me, ugh. I have a runny and stuffy nose at the same time. No, I'm not catching a cold. What happened is that when I was actually playing Pokemon Sapphire when I was a kid, and when I got to the gym of like the electric gym leader Watson, and I end up losing a lot. Before the Watson, I had a really bad history with freaking oh, what was his name? He was a fighting type gym leader in Hoenn region. Brawler? I honestly don't remember. But, he was a pain in the ass. He ended up, like, killing my Pokemon so bad. Like, I don't remember what under-leveled I was, but sure enough, his Makuhita actually kills me so instantly. So, what I did is actually have my mom help me battle against him. And sure enough, she won. How? I honestly don't know. And then, after when we got to, like, Watson, the Wahaha-Watson, and, apparently, that's when, like, I end up losing 10 fucking times. 10! And I was losing my shit. Like, I was literally, like, not only I was losing my money, but I was losing my mind. I was getting pissed off. I was getting ready to throw the game since I have an anger management. And what's really suck is that whenever I lose, I can't go on. So, I had my mother to do it for me again. And sure enough, she won. And I'm like, what is your secret, mother? She just says, I just press the buttons. She doesn't know anything about the Pokemon games that I originally played, but she just helps me win. I don't know how, but it was just funny as hell, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it was just the funniest thing ever, because I was like looking back and thinking, wait a minute, how did she win that fast? Like, that makes no sense. Okay. But yeah, it was just something I can never understand how my mom does it. She used to play, like, TV video games, but she can't do it anymore because, one, she has a really bad headache most of her life, and two, the game somehow, like, makes her a bit nauseous, which that could be understandable, especially with, like, VR games. Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys have played VR games. I tried to way back then, like almost, let's see here, my ex-boyfriend lived here about 2 years, so maybe about, like, maybe 3-4 years now, and, he had me try out the VR, and oh my god, it was a nightmare. I tried to, like, play it, and then I got nauseous all of a sudden. I just couldn't do it. It was, okay, this was also before, that the VR was literally invented. And when I'm saying literally invented, I mean, like, that there has been, like, the invention of the first VR. When we went, when I was in high school and we were actually learning about, like, getting jobs and stuff, like, learning about, like, how to get jobs, how to apply jobs, how do we get the jobs, how do we do it, we went to one place that actually, like, shows a lot of, like, things that you can actually apply of, like, what you can do. I don't really remember what the place was called, and I don't really remember, what they do, but they actually, like, show things. It's sort of like a show and tell for jobs. And once when you're wanting to actually apply that job, they give you the notice and saying that you can call me, go online, yada, yada, yada. And there was this guy who actually had, like, the VR controlling system. And he wanted us to, what it feels like to actually be in the gaming shows. Like, it's sort of like a Ready Player One. And if you guys have never seen the movie, I suggest you do. So what happened is that I try out the VR, and I am in, like, a really weird world. It was raining, and I looked like I was in one of those space cities. And somehow I was on top of the building, and when I was looking down, and apparently I was up so high that I was literally scared. Like, my legs were literally shaking, and I did not mean to do that. My legs were literally shaking, and by the time I was, like, stepping forward to see how high I am and how low the ground is, this guy actually saw me, and when I got closer to the screen, I didn't even notice it because I couldn't see where the hell I was going. So what he did is just touch me, and he's like, "I'm just touching you," and then just pushed me back on the line. And I was, it was actually cool at first, but after like growing up and after graduating from high school like twice, I'll explain about the graduating twice later. And once when my ex-boyfriend Caleb actually had me like try out the VR games that he is trying on his computer to see what it feels like. And sure enough, when I first tried it and I started moving around, and all of a sudden I got so nauseous. I got so sick. So I couldn't even like do it anymore. So I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And he's like, okay. So it was something I tried, something I do not want to try again. But yeah, it's like the same thing as Ready Player One, and it's a really good movie. So far, there has been a lot of rumors saying that they're planning to like make Ready Player 2. I honestly don't know about that. I mean, there has been a lot of like talks about it, but honestly, I don't think so. So the way I mentioned about like saying I graduate twice is because I graduate in 2015 of my senior year. However, my parents and my teacher agreed that I should go to what they call post-high. What is post-high? It's a program for mental issue kids like me who actually had to stay there for at least 3 more years. In other words, when after you graduate from high school for like age of 18, you can actually stay there for like you could stay there for 3 years. Me, however, don't have to. What I have to is actually to stay there for 2 years. Since schools tend to start on September, the day before my birthday. And sure enough, that once when I know that I'm in the post-high, because my parents and my teacher agree with them, agree with each other. Thank you very much, fuckers. But no, it's actually a really good term for me to actually learn about other things, especially applying to a job. So I stayed there for 2 years because after my birthday came, the day after school was beginning, and sure enough, I turned 19. So I stayed there for 2 years. And there are a whole bunch of like field trips that my teacher has planned, and she helped us to actually learn about other things that we still do at high school. We just moved like the class program into the district office next to the public library, and sure enough, after like staying there, I started kind of liking it. I don't like school. I never liked school. I will always hate school for the fiber of my being. But the program did help me a lot. It did help me to be a responsible person. And by the time that I actually, by the time like at lunch, I actually asked my teacher if I can go to Subway sandwiches. And she says, yes, just make sure you come right back. And I said, yes, ma'am, I will. And I did. So what's really cool is that since my high school is nowhere near Subway, it's still in the middle of like of Malala, but it doesn't really mean that I can still walk the distance, since the school district is very strict about having their kids walking away from class and going to like other places, and yet they're just freaking really strict. They really, really do not like your kids to like, go out there and explore and thinking that they would never come back. I, on the other hand, would never do that. I'm pretty sure there may be some of you guys who've done it. But no, after all that, that's when it actually helped me that I go to Subway Sandwich, pay for my food, come right back, and have lunch with my class. So yeah, that's what post-high is really all about. No, is what it's all about. So it's something that for certain people like me that has a mental issue needs to actually learn about the post-high. I do believe that there are other schools who are trying to make the programs like that, but Malala High School is the only place I know that actually somehow has the program. I don't know any other places, and I never heard any other places around the areas that's not in Malala, where I came from, and actually have ways of, like, you know, I don't know any other places that would actually have it. Maybe high school in Oregon City, maybe in Portland. I honestly don't know, and honestly I don't care. But after when I graduate twice, since I only stayed there for 2 years, and sure enough, it literally helped me to learn and help out my family as much as I do now. So, yeah, even though the high school and I are not really good friends, good allies, good acquaintances at all, but the program did help me a lot in order to, like, understand what I need to do and going out to field trips in order to apply the jobs. So it's just something that I really love to learn about these things and just, like, understand them as much as you can. Other cases, yeah, it's just that when it comes around with, like, learning things in high school, you tend to grow, like, as a person. And the more you grow as a person, the better chance that you will have your opportunity of having your own future. I have no career, and I used to have a job. I used to work as janitorial. Problem is, since I've been working there for 2 years, right before that COVID-19 came up, and oh boy, it was a nightmare. Because since then, when they give us, like, the late notice of saying that you're supposed to take the vaccine or you will get fired, and when I showed that to my mom and my sister was pissed. She was pissed off. And it was really sucky because, to be honest, I really love that job. I'm actually good at cleaning, and I have no problem with cleaning. The problem is that when they give me the notice saying that you need to take the vaccine, otherwise you'd be fired. So I had to make a really rough decision. My mom and my sister had to make... Ow! Well. Look who finally evolved. Awesome. So by the time when I had to do a really rough decision, and I really hate this decision so fucking much, that apparently I had to quit my job. I had to resign. And I did not really want to, but they left me no choice. I'm pretty sure I have a choice, but I'm not taking that choice. Because I don't want to take a vaccine that I don't really know what's in the system, and I don't really trust the system, and especially when I heard some people died from the system, so I rather not. So I told them that I'm quitting my job. I want nothing to do with this, but thank you for your opportunity and thank you for having me. And sure enough, they said thank you for having to be here. We hope that you will come back again. Which I didn't, sadly. But yeah, since COVID-19 is so freaking bad, and yet when ever since they actually invented of the vaccines, and I just didn't want to do it because I honestly do not trust vaccines, just like I don't trust people. And it's just one of those things that just make me feel like, oh my god, just go away. And ever since that, they almost right in the center of the COVID-19, that's when, hello, I may have to catch you later. Ever since that COVID-19 was here for about few years, and apparently we had a fire incident. The fire was actually so close to our area, and sure enough, it scares the absolute crap out of me. And I thought we were gonna lose our own home. And since this house is like a little bit expensive, yet not expensive, I'm not gonna give you any details of that. But sure enough, that the fire was actually so close, and I'm like thinking, oh my god, we're gonna die, we're gonna lose our place, we're gonna lose everything. And all of us had to like go into Portland. Like, we had to evacuate from Molalla. We had to go all the way to like we had to go. Why is there no Pokeballs? So we had to evacuate from Molalla all the way towards Oregon City, and we had to find refuge and place to stay. And since then, that's when we had to live in Portland, in the certain areas, like one of those like small hotels. Except my parents and my sister and her husband actually live in the same hotels as them, but in different rooms, with the dogs and the cats on the one side. As for me, since I still had my boyfriend, who is now my ex-boyfriend, and by the time I was living with him in Portland, where he was living with his friend, and oh my god, it was a total nightmare. None of us got along, and especially when I'm taking my pills. Without taking my pills, I am a total bitch. No joke, guys. I was really a total bitch. My mom tried to warn him. She did. She tried to warn him. And he was like, oh, well, it'll be okay. It didn't. No! Blah. Fuck you. Don't put... No! Stop it! Oh, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare. Would you... Stop it! So, yeah, he had me, like, not take my pills. That actually helps with my anger issues. And, yeah, it was not pretty. So, he brought that to himself. So, my mom tried to warn him and says, I told you so. But anyways, add aside that I've been living with him in Portland for, I think it was about, like, maybe at least, maybe 3 weeks. And since then, some of the people have been, like, going back to Molalla to see how bad it was over there. But so far, none of the buildings or houses or even any stores have been touched by fire. Some of the embers, yes, but none of the houses on our area, and even the stores in Molalla, ever got touched by the fire. The smoke was really bad, though, but we did not lose everything. Everything was perfect. Everything was fine. We have our home. We went back home, and by the time we got back home, my mom ended up in the hospital. She had like a minor heart attack. Like, she had so much stress in herself, but luckily she's okay. As long as she doesn't have any like stress in her body, I think she'll be alright. Because apparently stress almost like got herself killed, and we would have lost not only our home, but our mother. So we don't want that. We don't want any of that. Other cases, yeah, it's just that when it comes around with, like, you know, just like, you know, with other issues aside, we're all doing just fine. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Just gotta get through to life, I guess. Other cases, we have been hearing a lot of, like, fire incidents this year. We've been lucky about it since 6 years. But we're hoping that this year would probably be a much better. So, because we were lucky, like I said, and there are like certain fire in areas, and sure enough, my dad has been watching on the news and making sure that there's no fire anywhere near us, so... yeah, it was just one scary thing after another, so... Just hoping that none of those stupid fucking idiots who actually are making fire do not cause any fire, okay? That would be swell if you don't mind. But yeah. Alright, so we're almost gonna be done with this fucking cave. I know I will have to come back in here later because there is an onyx I want to capture. Alright. We're almost done with this cave. We're almost done. Oy. Yeah. So again, I hope that your guys' weekend is going to be really well. Mine is going to be quite busy because I got to do the horse stall. I do it every once a week. And just got to help out my family like usual. Nothing to it. So yeah, it's just got to get through. Alright, so... No. Ha ha ha. I'm higher level than you are. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Charmeleon, why can't you level up? Why can't you level up? Any Pokeballs? Oh, you too. Okay. Any Pokeballs? No. No! Hey! I know I should have, like, a freaking repels, but I didn't feel like it. I don't feel like having repels. I think I should, but still. Because these Pokemon can be quite annoying. I'll think about buying some. Go. Yes! I'm out! And we have other trainers to battle. I can actually do it off screen. That's not really going to be an issue. Because we're almost there. We're almost there. Ah! It's just one thing after another. Fuck you and your quick attack. Okay. You know, I have been looking up on Google to see that when how we can get like a shiny Pokemon in like a yellow. Apparently you can and you cannot. You can actually like get it in like a Pokemon red or blue or both. And there are certain ways that you can actually get shiny Pokemon. It's just that since they're pretty much like a black and white color, and they have a tendency of like, you know, just... Ooh, Max Elixir! Thank you! Yeah, it's just one of those things that thinking that maybe, you know... I know I should have gone around him, but I don't feel like it! I have a funny feeling that if Charmander levels up and he's going to evolve right then and there, I'm going to be laughing my ass off. But yeah. What was I talking about again? Shit, I hate it when that happens. I just blanked out. I just suddenly blinked out. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm gonna regret it, but, you know. Maybe Charmander will be close to evolving. She says hopefully. Please? Please? Please, please, please? No. Ay. And we are here. I love this song so fucking much. It's like one of my favorite freaking Kanto songs ever. I don't know about you guys, but Valentine, I don't know, is like one of my favorite towns ever. And the song is just so beautiful because it's like one of my favorite ghost songs, apparently. I don't know why. But other cases, guys, we're going to end off the video right here because that was a long-ass freaking cave. Never again, except for getting the Onyx. But any other cases, please make a like down below and also subscribe. And if you want to comment to me, please feel free. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day.